Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode on the League of Hustlers. And today we're going to be let me turn the hat around. As a
Turn
matter
it
of fact,
around then.
we're ending our 8-part series on the one-page business plan. All right.
Right.
And I'm feeling good. CD, you feeling good?
It's awesome, man. It's definitely been very informative, very important information being passed down. It's
Right.
definitely been very helpful. Yep.
This is epic content, man. Imagine being able to put a business plan together in like a day, in a couple days, right? On one sheet of paper, right? And
Yep.
it's critical. And the only place that you're going to get this type of dedication and value that's consistent and persistent is where? Where? Where are you going to get it at? Only on the League of Hustlers. Welcome back to the show.
Leave
All right.
the
So
house.
today we're going to be talking about securing the bag, securing
Yeah.
the right with your revenue streams. And again, this is the last piece of the business model canvas, also known as the one-page business plan.
Yep.
Stop what you're doing before you proceed. We need you to hit that share button, copy the link, and send this to 3 hustlers that you know. If you don't have 3 hustlers in your circle, you're losing already.
You
All
need some
right.
new friends.
You need some new friends. Okay. So copy the link, hit the share button, copy the link, and just send it to 3 hustlers that you know to help them out, right? Help them secure the bag. All right. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Right into it. All right. So, with the revenue stream section of the business model canvas, all right, what we want to discuss is the how and why your company gets paid, right? This is the key to a business. Okay. If your business isn't making money, it's not a business, it's a hobby. Okay. So we're going to discuss what the revenue stream section is, the how and the why your company gets paid. And we're just going to dive into it. Okay. What are some key questions that they should ask?
All right. So you're just going to run them down, man. Starting at the top of the list. Question number one. Ask yourself, what are your products? What are your services? And how much do they cost? All right. So we're talking about securing a bag. Obviously, you need to know how much it costs you and then how much it's going to cost your customer. All right. Which kind of leads into the next question. How much are your customers willing to pay? All right. So if you're paying an extreme price for this product and you have to mark it up to an even more extreme price, are your customers willing to pay that price? Is it that valuable to them? All right. How are they currently paying? This is a big one right here, too, because you need to meet your customers where they are already in regards to expectations. So, how are they paying? For example, if you're selling cars, you know, a lot of people aren't showing up to buy cars in, complete cash. So, there may be some financing or something like that involved. So, how are your customers currently used to paying for that product or service? All right, you need to meet them there. Unless you're on the cutting edge of some innovation in regards to, where that industry is headed. And even then, you would want to ease them into it. But how are they currently paying? Answer that. And then this is closely correlated as well. How would they prefer to pay? you know some things people they're just not willing to pay cash for. They're just not used to paying cash for. However, in certain instances, people aren't used to swiping cards for. For example, the ice cream truck rolls around the block. He may not have the debit card. He's probably, his customers are children. They're usually running up $1, 4 quarters, a $5 bill. You know,
Boy,
how
you better not let me get a debit card or credit card, run up to the ice cream
ice
truck as
cream
a
truck
kid.
is a wrap.
You get a
Why?
bar, you get a bar, you get an
Yeah,
ice, you get
it's
a
all on
shit.
me. So
Balling at the ice cream
right.
truck.
So how do your customers, how are they currently paying, and then how do they prefer to pay? Very important questions to ask yourselves when you're talking about positioning yourself to secure that bag. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I got a quick question. How do y'all like this shirt? This is something fresh out the shop.leagueofhustlers.com, a new exclusive item. What you think, bro?
All
Live
my
in the flesh.
friends are hustlers. All right. If
Right.
you're in the league, this is suitable for you, man. If you're a supporter of the League of Hustlers, if you're in the League of
You
Hustlers, if
said
you're hustling,
if
if
you
your circle is, if your circle of friends is about that, the ambition, trying to do better and be better, build these
yeah,
streams of income,
yeah.
it only makes sense.
Just check out the shop, man. Go and check out the shop. We got a ton of different items up there. We got notebooks, we got water canisters, we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, we got a bunch of different items, man. And
Right.
of course, also the exclusive tee that you're seeing right there. Hold on, what's this? I got something on my hold on. Can't have that, brother. But yeah, all my friends are hustlers, man. Go to shop.leagueofhustlers.com and check it out, as well as the other new items that we have. All right. We just wanted to, hip you guys to that one. Moving right along, though. Okay. Let's jump into the types of revenue streams. Okay. The types of revenue streams that you can have. Those are your assets, like selling an actual assets. Okay. This is like selling ownership rights to a product, right? Typical retail. You have, you know, a pair of shades. Boom, you're selling this pair of shades, so you're exchanging money for the shades, right? A usage fee. Okay, this is another one that includes the selling of a particular service, the use of a service. Okay, think about um,
Rental car.
rental car. Boom, there you go. And that kind of could fall under like renting or
Right,
leasing
right,
down
right.
there. But think of, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now. Actually, we'll get into that on the next section under the examples, which you see on the screen as well. So no
All
need
right.
to
Yep.
jump on that one. So subscription fees, boom, that's the selling continuous access to a service, right? On a
Mm-hmm.
subscription, right? So the benefit to this is that you get that recurring revenue. All right. Then you
Beautiful.
have your lending, your renting, and your leasing, right? And that's granting someone the right to use a particular asset for a set amount of time. All right. Um, licensing, right? This happens a lot with intellectual property, with music, with art, video. Okay, so that's giving customers permission to use your intellectual property. Okay, then you have brokerage fees, another type of revenue stream, and that's the intermediation services performed on behalf of two parties. So this is basically like being the middleman. Okay, and then advertising, and this is fees for advertising a particular product, service, or brand, which, by the way, leads me to a little note that I want to add in there. If you have a product or service that you would like to us to highlight on the show, definitely reach out to us at questions at leagueofhustlers.com. We love to have you. We like getting new products. I think we remember we had you remember Social Labs, and they had the
Yep.
cards,
Yep.
so we like stuff like that, right? We like businesses to bring us those types of products, and they actually sent us 2 packs for us to actually put our hands on and use. And so if you have a product that you would like to advertise on the show, definitely reach out to us. Okay, so let's jump into the examples of each of these types of revenue streams.
All right. So number one, asset sale, physical or digital intellectual exchange. This is literally, like H was saying, a retail transaction. All right. So this is a product in exchange for money, in exchange for cash. All right. Next up, usage fees. And so, but an example of that could be anything. It could have been the shades, could have been a CD from the store, it could have, a shirt from the League of
You
Hustlers.
telling your age, man. You telling your age. We
What? A
don't sell
CD
CDs.
from
We
the
don't buy
store?
CDs no
Fine. you know, Whatever.
Nah, but
Look,
real talk though, real
point
talk.
being,
If you look, hold on. I gotta show this one now because I'm kind of proud of this one, bro.
what you
If
got?
you look back
Okay.
here, let me move out the way.
Too far away. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That
Right.
Outcast CD, I just copped that, bro.
Yeah. See?
The vinyl, not the CD, the vinyl,
Right.
the record.
Obviously, that's massive back there, but yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, it's relevant. It's still valuable to have the physical, tangible products at times. All right.
yeah, man.
Listen, and I'm about to talk about this for a second while we're on it because man, come on. You used to get the CD from the store. All right. You got the booklet inside. You can open the book. You know what I mean? You got the different graphics inside the booklet. You can see who made and produced and wrote what, you know what I mean? And learn who put, their hands
Right,
to making this actual product.
right.
So you kind of lost that part of it. I mean, you still get the little artwork that people put up, for the when they're streaming and things like that. But it used to be the real physical thing, the whole book. You get the book, and some people had a real actual thick booklet up in there.
Man, they would have lyrics. They would have
Lyrics,
artwork,
yep,
posters.
exactly. Yep.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get all the lyrics to all the songs inside of the CD.
Right.
Anyway, next up, the usage fee. All right, this is your cell phone plan. All right, delivery services, all of that stuff. I mean, cell phone plan is, it makes perfect sense. If you're watching this, chances are you have a cell phone, so I'm sure you're aware that there's some usage fees involved. Next up, subscription fees, software, memberships, mystery drops,
Yep.
you know,
Netflix is,
exactly.
type of.
Netflix, software as a service. You want to take the next few?
Yeah, man. Then you got lending, renting, leasing, right? And this one again, like Turo, right?
Yep.
Renting cars, event spaces rentals.
Right.
Let's see, also Airbnb, so short-term rentals, long-term rentals, right? Your traditional lending, renting, right? And leasing. Then licensing, right? Licensing. Especially in like with music, this is a big thing that goes on. Like people
Hmm.
sell the rights to use
To use.
their
Yep.
songs and
Hmm.
their sounds and stuff. So think stock photography, think stock music, stock videos, also software, like using certain software. And then you have brokerage fees. So again, this is like that middleman, type of play, such as a realtor, right? You have a seller over here, and you have a buyer over here, and the realtor is in the middle. Like, all right, you want to sell it for how much? You want to buy it for how much? All right, cool. Let's come together. I'll facilitate the transaction. On the
Right.
flip side, something less formal, you have wholesaling real estate, where the same thing kind of happens, but just not on that official, or I wouldn't say official, but not on the same level of complexity, right?
Hmm.
So that's wholesaling real estate would be like another one, or like dealing with a stockbroker, right? That's what that brokerage fee is about. You have a company over here that's selling stock, and you have a retail investor over here that wants to buy ownership in the company. And so the stockbroker is in the middle handling the transaction, right? Then you have advertising. And that's your think Facebook ads, think Google ads, think about you. And when you come to us and want us to promote your product on the League of Hustlers, we got you, right? Same things, advertising, sponsorships. Holla at
Yep.
us. Questions at leagueofhustlers.com. All right. So looking at the low shop, the League of Hustlers shop, which one of these are we using? Which one of these do we use in our League of Hustlers hustle? Okay. we could do a number of things, right? But currently, we're doing asset sales, right? You can get this shirt, you can get the hat, you can get a bunch of other items that we sell as assets on the League of Hustlers shop.leagueofhustlers.com. Check it out when you have a chance, right?
Yep.
What else? What else are we doing?
Um, that's the primary one is asset sale. But
Right.
keep in mind though, these types of streams are, you know, exchangeable. Some of them are very closely related, and you can take a look at these and expand your product or service offering to where you are, capable to land yourself in more than one of these streams at a time. Subscription fees. For example, we do asset sales. However, if we release a certain a group membership and we require a subscription fee, a monthly fee or annual fee or whatever, we could land ourselves there. If we go
Right.
out and buy an actual office space, a League of Hustlers headquarters, and then a
Woo!
portion of that space we rent out as an event space, then we also land ourselves in lending, renting, and leasing.
I really like the way that sounds, bro.
Things like that. And then advertising, like Ace was just saying, you can hit us up, so we can land, and you can as well. You can put yourself and position yourself so that you can land in more than one of these streams with uh one business venture. A lot of times you can have a business venture and it can, generate multiple streams within itself.
For
Yeah. So
sure.
definitely important to be, familiar with and acquainted with, how these different streams work. So that way you can expand your offerings as much as possible.
Yeah, and play with different stuff, right? Test it out, right? This is how you're going to secure the bag. This
Secure
is
the
very
bag.
important. This is what we do this for, right? We're in business to number one, provide a valuable service,
Right.
right? And then number two is to secure the bag in exchange for providing a valuable service. Okay?
Right.
This this is the key. This is the key. And this is also the end of the one page business plan series. I just want to clap it up for you guys who have stayed the whole entire time, who have done the challenges, who have stuck through it. And that leads us to the challenge for this episode. The challenge for this episode. And that is, of course, to finish up and complete this section of the one page business plan. I know it's been stretched out over, several weeks, but we have a whole playlist. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out the whole one page business plan playlist. Send that playlist to a fellow hustler. Okay, somebody that's coming up, somebody that needs clarity on um being successful in their business. This wasn't made up by us. This is like critical, like game changing stuff. It's
Right.
made to be quickly executed and quickly implemented and also quickly changed on the fly.
Yep.
Okay. Um, so just understand that some of the top, tippy top business folks are using this same structure. Okay. So you're going to put yourself in the top rankings with startups who are doing billions in sales. Okay. This is what we're doing. All right. This is what we're bringing you. This is the type of value that we're bringing you. Okay. This is the type of content that we're bringing you. Okay. So make sure you go to shop.leagueofhustlers.com and download the template. From there, once you download it, print it off and just fill it out. Just fill it out. Go watch the episodes and fill it out. The episodes average around 20 minutes, roughly, some a little longer, some a little less. They average around 20 minutes per episode. And it's 8 of them. All right. You can literally knock this out in a day. Stretch it out over a couple of days if you want to, but just make sure you take action. make sure you do this. I've consulted literally hundreds of businesses, literally. Okay. And this is one of the main things that I bring up to them. I may not bring it up and say, hey, did you do this? But no, I step through each one of these pieces with them to ask them, like, hey, what's your value proposition? What's your customer channels? Right? Who's your target market? How do you get paid? What are your key activities? What are your key resources? Okay, I step
Right.
them through this every time. Why? Because it's so beneficial. Okay, so make sure you don't skip over this. Make sure you check it out. All right. So that's the challenge. Anything you want to add to that, bro?
Nope, that's it, man. Perfectly put. It's basic information, simple questions, but it's very relevant, very valuable. You don't want to skip over these steps, even though they just seems, simple. You don't want to skip these steps. All of the stuff is very important.
Very. And with that, man, I think that's it. We appreciate you guys for, especially the folks that stay through and watch every episode of this series. We definitely appreciate you guys, and the people that even past that took action and worked on each one of these and downloaded the template. Big hats off, major salute to you guys. All right, but that's it. On to the next one.
Next.
Yeah, man. So on that note, we'll be signing off. Again, this has been another wonderful episode of the League of Hustlers. All right, get at us.